the seashells. Thank you. You know, this might be the most humble gift I've ever received, but it could also be the most precious. Truthfully, I was somewhat skeptical of whether you were actually listening to my ramblings. And for that, I am deeply grateful. I've always had the impression that Duncan became rather weary of my endless babble. Though, upon reflection, I confess I found his conversations equally tiresome. I'm sorry to cut this visit short, but there is something I simply must attend to as soon as possible. But I'd really love it if you visited again. Oh, that sounds delightful. Just make sure it's somewhere picturesque, The South is supposed to be famous for its breathtaking landscapes. But so far, the only thing that's taken my breath away is the smell of fish. Oh, I know. When we came here with Duncan, I noticed a lovely little terrace overlooking the sea. We could go there, make it a proper outing. Maybe a picnic. That sounds charmingly provincial, doesn't it? Oh, I can't wait. Please, let me know when you're ready to set out. Absolutely. I've longed to leave these four walls. Oh, I'm terribly curious about where you have chosen to take me. Let's depart. I wish to waste no more time in waiting. Ah, this is quite an endearing spot, albeit rather windy, and the decor leaves much to be desired. I must confess that ghastly statue had entirely escaped my memory until now. Now, what shall we talk about? You know almost everything there is to know about me, and yet I hardly know anything about your life. Tell me, have you always been a mercenary? And you just agree? Oh, you poor dear. We must work on your confidence. Trust me, nobody says no quite like a moray. Ah, I suppose we all do, one way or another. I must confess, this abrupt pivot in my life has profoundly illuminated the varied struggles of the common folk. I cannot deny having led a rather sheltered existence. You must have found me quite naive when we first encountered each other. That's rather encouraging, I suppose. It is essential, isn't it, not to stagnate as one progresses through life. Indeed, much of this transformation I owe to you. For that, my gratitude knows no bounds. Let us propose a toast, shall we? To new beginnings and the rich tapestry of life that we continue to weave. Now, I must admit, I've been positively aching with anticipation to delve into the tales of your exhilarating escapades. Your life appears so fabulously thrilling. So, do tell me, what's the most exciting thing that has happened to you recently? Oh, you flatterer. That's rather obvious, isn't it? No. Tell me about some of your real adventures, if you don't mind. Have you encountered any other captivating individuals? Another realm? That sounds almost too fantastical to believe. And yet, well, your life does seem to be rather peculiar. So, what did it look like? And the weirdness? It's a marvel you survived at all, let alone without gaining an extra limb. Golden? I don't think I've ever heard anything about the weirdness that even hints at beauty. It's all madness and gruesome mutations. I suppose I should be relieved that wasn't all you saw. Dear me, we've known each other for quite some time now, and I feel like I've barely scratched the surface. I'd love to hear more about this strange adventure of yours one day. Don't be coy, darling. You should know by now that I rarely do anything for which I have no patience or desire. Besides, the evenings here are indeed rather slow, so the prospect of your delightful company to enliven them is most welcome. Now, I've had a lovely time, but it's getting late, and I'd rather not be caught by nightfall on my way home. I do hope we can do this again sometime. Oh, you've arrived. Marvelous. I must confess, I've been eagerly awaiting your next visit. Today, I have crafted something quite special just for you. Here, behold my very first creation, expressly designed just for you. What? No, of course not. Perish the thought. A more intimate connection. What? Certainly not. Don't be preposterous. Blushing is a pastime for the timid and unseasoned girls, not for a woman of my stature and breeding. Me blushing? The very thought. Well, I used to think living among the unwashed masses in the wilderness was beneath me. Yet here we are. I'm not sure if what I feel for you is love, but this time I'm not opposed to exploring the possibility. Then I'm relieved to hear that. Well, if you'll pardon my boldness, I would not be opposed to a kiss. And then, perhaps we could see where the evening leads us. Darling, I must say I've thoroughly enjoyed your company. I do hope you don't have to rush off just yet. Do you, dearest? How marvelous! In fact, I've been meaning to suggest something. I've thought about this for a while, and this mansion is rather grand for just one person. I don't know if you already have suitable lodgings, but, well, I'm offering you one now. Oh, think nothing of it. I'd simply love to have you around more, and together we could make this place far more livable, don't you think? The interior is charming enough, but the outside, utterly dreadful. Yes, the view is divine and the beach is pleasant, but we can't very well sit in the sand all day, can we? Oh, and imagine a garden. It would be so lovely to have fresh flowers in abundance. No need to worry, my dearest. I've already drawn up a list of all the improvements we could make. Oh, and it's going to be simply magnificent, I assure you.
Sometimes it's nice to just...
Aye, I'm sorry to tell you, but this here piece is just a fancy trinket. You might as well ask me to hammer a piece of glass. I'm afraid I can't help you there.
watch yourself.
Ah, is there anything more romantic than a proper garden? Imagine the blossoms in spring, the scent of fresh herbs wafting through the air. I did consider hiring a gardener, but no. It's time for me to sink my fingers into the fresh soil and bring forth the fruits of my own labor, just as village women have done for centuries. It can't be too hard, can it? If the peasants can manage it. The pond is certainly a choice. Well, to be honest, I'm rather used to more ornamental pieces. But this is nice as well. Very quaint, very rustic, fitting. I only hope nothing lays eggs in there. Ugh. Darling, the workshop is simply magnificent. My sanctuary. A place where inspiration can flourish, unburdened by clutter and inconvenience. Oh, just imagine the gowns, the embroidery, the masterpieces that will emerge from these very walls. I hope you're prepared, dearest, because soon everyone will be clamoring for even the smallest samples of my craft. Darling, I must admit, the work you've done around the house is tremendous. Dare I say, you've finally made it feel like home. And while I may have exuded cheer and enthusiasm, deep down I wasn't particularly excited about living in the South at first, you know. I simply wanted something different. But now, I suppose, it's grown on me. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to have someone to share it with. What impeccable timing! I was just about to set this aside, but I do believe it suits you far better.
me, sustaining all life. Air around me, inspiring all life. Fire above me, infusing all life. Water within me, soothing all life. Bring deep peace to this sacred...
You have no right to be here. Do you really think you can cleanse the great Cromlech with your filthy soul? Pathetic.
Who do you think you are? My soul will do just fine, arrogant wretch.
You'd know a thing or two about arrogance, wouldn't you, Dressed? I see you haven't changed one bit.
Knowing my name doesn't give you any right to claim familiarity with me.
Oh, I know more than just your name. After all, you once called me your little sprout. I was only a child when you left, but I remember you well. I remember the pain and sadness you caused. I even tried writing to you, begging you to come back, hoping it would make everything better. How stupid I was.
Iona, is it really you? By the gods, what have you done to yourself?
Me? What have I done to myself? No, this is all your fault. And you shouldn't put any faith in this one, unless you want to be stabbed in the back. It's just what he does. He ruins things. My life, my mother's life, for whom we're all just a means to an end.
How on earth did you, of all people, escape the Charred Conclave? Why did it have to be you, you worthless traitor?
No matter what you think of me, I will not for surviving.
You bloody well should. He killed my mother. He used her, stole her knowledge, and then made her into a showpiece for him and his druid friends to gossip about. And as if that weren't enough, he brought the Red Priests to our home.
That's nonsense. I would never.
Nonsense? And how do you think they found us? The druids wanted nothing to do with my mother until you came along.
She was a Bandrui, one of the few women in history who completed the druidic rite of passage. But instead of being celebrated, she was vilified. The other druids detested her for merely existing. She led a very lonely life, until Drast came along. He was the first one to approach her as a fellow druid, curious about her achievements. Except that was also a damn lie.
It wasn't. I swear it wasn't. I just wanted to meet her.
Shut up! Stop lying! What difference does it make? My mother was special, and he was a nobody. The bastard pretended to love her, and then just left, discarded us both like we meant nothing. Mother was heartbroken, even more so when she found out that her beloved made a name for himself at her expense.
When the Red Priests came, she didn't even put up a fight.
I wanted to be like my mother, to stop feeling so helpless. But I failed the ritual. I was too angry, too desperate, and too focused on getting revenge on my so-called stepfather. It quickly overwhelmed me. I ended up like this.
Foolish girl. Your mother was exceptional. Just because you're her daughter doesn't mean you could succeed.
If only you were there so I could ask you. But you weren't, because you left us. Sadly, it does. But there's a different way to do it.
I managed to salvage some of my mother's work about the rite of passage. She believed that a failed ritual could be completed with a human sacrifice. A life for a life.
Don't do this, Iona. It will ruin you. Please, you can't let her. There must be something else that can be done.
Oh, you care now. Pathetic. You can stop pretending, Dressed. We both know it's not me you're worried about. I don't mean you. Drest should pay. I want justice for me and for my mother. I want him to pay for his crimes. It's a fair trade, isn't it? Fine. Then I'll do it myself. I need these stones drenched with blood. His or yours, it makes no difference. I will be free again.
Despite everything Iona told you, you still stood by me. Why? A dryad. A phenomenon that occurs when a female candidate doesn't complete the rite of passage. As you saw, they are extremely powerful. Yet, they are cursed to remain more or less tied to the site of the ritual. I can't help but wonder if the solution Iona discovered would have worked as she claimed. It's not ideal, obviously, but it would still have been a breakthrough. Most of it, yes. I am not proud of what I've done, but I never thought the consequences would be so dire. Sorsha, Iona's mother, was a marvel. True rarity in our lifetime. Female druids are a fascinating subject. Yet in most druidic circles, they were treated like nature's mistakes instead of our rightful sisters. I wanted to be different. I wanted to approach her like an equal, and maybe understand how she'd managed to become one of us. Sasha was happy to finally meet a fellow druid who didn't look at her with disgust. She had accumulated a vast amount of knowledge, and she shared it with me. Delighted to have someone to discuss things. We grew close, became lovers. I even tried to be something of a father figure for Iona, although I always felt like she never fully trusted me. Clever girl, my little sprout. Because I realised I was growing complacent. A family, a house, a wee garden. That wasn't what I was meant for. I was supposed to be pursuing knowledge, proving to everyone how wrong they were about everything. But I couldn't face Sasha and admit to it all. So I just left. As for what happened afterwards, I just wanted to share my discoveries with the others. But somehow it made Sasha even less of a person in their eyes. No, I didn't. After the charred conclave, the world became a terrifying place. All I cared about was my own survival. I didn't even spare a thought for Sasha and Iona. I don't want to talk about it anymore, please. But did it have to end like this? I'm sorry, but... Here, fuck what?
And what the mud when? But except if
Please.
oh, you can. You catch on quickly, don't you? Yes, I want justice for me, and for my mother. I want him to pay for his crimes. His measly life for mine. The life that he put in danger in the first place. It's a fair trade, isn't it? I knew you'd understand. I hope you do too, Drest. One life is the least you owe me. I feel odd, like I've lost something. When I was in the Cromlech, everything around me was so vivid, but now it's gone, muted. I'm not sure what I feel anymore. It did. See? I can heal you now, just like my mother could. She had a gift for the healing art. I hate to admit it, but it was Drest who encouraged her to continue her studies. She hadn't been, well, before he showed up in our... No, of course not. He deserved it for taking advantage of my mother, for betraying our trust. It's just that he did make her happy, at least for a little while. There was a time when I used to hope he'd come back one day. I thought he cared about us, at least a little. Did he even know what happened to my mother? What happened to me? Well... it doesn't matter anymore.
I've become what I always wanted to be. I'd like to continue my mother's work, but I can't, can I?
Not unless I'm willing to be hunted and vilified. Mostly I feel hollow and more alone than ever before.
I'm not sure. I'll stay here for a while, and I'll take care of Drest's remains. I'll never forgive him for what he did. Still, I can't just leave him here to rot. He was important to my mother. To me too, before he chose to ruin everything. It should be, but I'll make sure all the traces of darkness are gone.
It wasn't just me, you know. The ground here was steeped in vile energies. They must have resonated with my anger when I tried to complete the rite.
That might even be one of the reasons I failed. Well, thank you for helping me complete it. I'm glad to hear that. I promise I won't waste the chance you...
Beneath it, what?
I...
You...
No.
You... And... What the mug when... But... Sadly...
Please.
Oh...
Despite... I... I can't help but wonder if the solution Iona discussed... What?
There goes another chance to join the guild. I really thought that scroll would be my way in. Instead, it just caused a mess I couldn't even clean up myself. Anyway, what happened back there? Oh, now that's just fantastic. Another discovery slipped right through my fingers. I guess I'm doomed to stay here, curing hangovers for the rest of my day.
Maybe I'll finally be able to unwind a little. And there's still the mistletoe. I think it has a meaning, and I might be getting closer to grasping it.
The Alchemists Guild, of course. Though it's more of a secret society than an actual guild. And I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but who cares? Taranis is probably right. I'm just not cut out for it. They'll never recruit me, so why bother trying? Apparently I don't challenge myself enough. And maybe they're not wrong. The thing is, the keep isn't always like this. We're not trapped inside these walls all the time. Yes, you have to sacrifice things like having a family. But the other limitations, we create those ourselves. Just look at Marg, our hunter. Even now, he comes and goes as he pleases. What I'm trying to say is that maybe I should accept the truth. I prefer staying inside these walls. I wish I could be more, but I also need to feel safe. Now that's... all right, fine. That's not entirely unfounded, but still, it's a bit rude. Wait, you're telling me that you killed the legendary Wraith he was so desperate to hunt down to prove his worth? Ha! And who's unfit for the guild now, Taranis? I apologize, that was uncalled for. As a healer, I shouldn't laugh at the misfortune of others. But I am only human. Congratulations, by the way. Whether you accepted it or not, it's an honor. One I'm only a tiny bit jealous of.
Go on then.
You trying to start something?
Sometimes it's nice to just sit and think.
Did you make sure that no one from the Queen's entourage was following your trail? Beware her spokespeople. And if you're acting on her behalf, be gone and perish! The first time I saw her was years ago, when night fell over Brock Miala, and the gatherers had already fallen into a peaceful slumber then. The first sign appeared, a harbinger of what was to come. The mist, thicker than ever before. Wilfred was the first to notice it, as he still tended to the beehives. Finally, from the milky shroud suspended between the earth and the sky, an unexpected procession emerged, led by the Queen of Queens. Oh, oh. We were lucky to be wearing our attire. Along with the mist came stinging troubles. The Queen issued a decree, and that meant trouble. That's right. Troubles are like bee stings. Man swells from them, and later on, he doesn't even resemble a human anymore. The most important thing is that both Brock and Brock Miala were protected. Yes, that's the most important thing. It's the attire of many families from Brock Miala. It protected them, just like it protected me. That's right, but I can't give it to you. It shields me from the Queen's gaze. I am invisible to her. I hope you understand. No one wants to be noticed by her. Depends on who's asking. Do you bring trouble, or are you in need? Do you hear the buzzing of the bee swarm, or are you carrying that noise yourself? No, I can't hear any buzzing from you. Hold on. You don't know what you're doing here yourself, and you are looking for answers, or the right questions. Ah, well, same difference. My name is Brock. If you need something to shield yourself from evil, you've come to the right place. Of course. Take care of yourself. My name is Brock, from Brock. Take care of yourself.
You lied to me. Fran almost ripped me head off. She said if I made one more mistake, she'll have Sobder take my place. Sobder! You made me look like an idiot. You can take your sorry and shove it up your arse. Why do all non-Rita think 2 words will fix everything? Like what? Lying to people and pretending to feel bad about it? No thanks. Lying is dishonorable. The liar has to regain their honor. If you ask me, the best way to do that is to fight it out. Nothing like a bit of pain to clear the air. Come on! Beat me. But if you can fight like that, why the hell did you lie? I'll never understand you people. Anyway, well, she's Volker. And that's it. The whole tribe used to think they were Mater's gift to Avalon. Now they just look for new dying. Great warriors. But who knows what goes on in their head? He's a fellow Ulfrit and one of the best smiths I know. Can't say a bad word about the 3 of us. We spar sometimes. Me, him, and Ragne. Sobder is a good lad. I know he... If I were him, I'd just let him go. Mater helped me. It's like I can taste the sadness in his cooking. See you around.
Nothing ever happens.
Still doesn't tell me anything. First, you showed up here like a dimwit. Now you're walking around camp like it's nothing.
I look into your eyes and I don't know whether you're made of steel or you're just a fool. But you are here. And Maven didn't chop you to pieces with her axe. The runes seem to favor you, even though you're an outsider.
I guess that has to be enough, for now. It's still more than you should expect.
If you need something, talk to Vran. She's in charge. The woman. Grodair walks in another world. His body is here, but his mind is lost. To Dalriata, madness is the worst fate we can face. Therov prefers not to imagine where Grodair's mind wanders. Therov prefers not to look at the lost brother. Therov pities them both. Therov hails from the Theod tribe, while the brothers are Svein. Therov prefers not to interfere in Svein matters, out of respect for their independence. Aye, there is wisdom in that, Wanderer. And it's true. Therov may have a solution that could help, but no Dalriata would take on this task. All signs suggest that Grodair is slipping into madness. And though we are brave people, every man's madness is different. When you don't know what you're going to fight, you don't know how to fight. And if you don't know how to fight, you can't be sure you'll win. That's why no Dalriata can help Grodair. Sobder would like to help, but he's a simple soul and doesn't understand the deadly danger he might face. Truly, a wanderer willing to help a stranger from the tribes. That's honorable of you. Therov is willing to share his knowledge. Give this potion to Grodair and hold his hand. It should give you access to his soul. With a bit of luck, you'll find Grodair there himself. And maybe you'll be able to convince him to come back. Either way, Therov offers you his highest respect. What you're attempting is brave indeed. Good luck, Wanderer. May Mayfair's grace guard your mind. What of it? The Dalriata are not like those in Camelot. We don't make women wear frocks and sit at home. Our women have names, and if they have names, it means they earned them like all other Dalriata. Vran was chosen by One Eye, and One Eye doesn't make mistakes.
I don't need to tell you anything. Just wait and see for yourself. When the South is free from Arthur's dogs, as it should be. Go. Bring glory to your ancestors.
The night's darker tonight. I don't know what's happening to me. It's so strong, Sobder. I hear him calling me, but I can't answer him. Help me, brother. It's all so hazy, so dark. I was chasing a deer, but it ran too far, and night caught up with me. I didn't have the tools to start a fire, and the weirdness came for me. Then just darkness. Darkness and voices. I tried to speak, but I couldn't. I tried to take Sobdar's challenge to free myself, but something wouldn't let me. I felt anger tearing me apart from the inside, and then your face appeared. Thank you. if it isn't my personal savior. Sit down, Vran. Better, that's for sure. Thanks to you, I can finally get back to normal. You don't know how much I missed sitting around the fire with my little brother, eating his legendary venison stew. Nothing better. A tear in the weirdness. I'm sure of it now. I spoke with Derov, described what I saw and felt, and he told me it was the weirdness. Either way, I never want to go back there. Made a deal with Sobdar that if I ever start losing it again, he'll split my skull and forget all about our traditions. And being the good little brother he is, I know he'll do it. I'm gonna sit here until my strength comes back. Then I'll do whatever One Eye orders me to do. Speaking of loyalty and good deeds, here, take this talisman as a sign of our friendship. It's fine steel and weird deer antler. If you're ever in our lands, my people will know it and welcome you. It does. Each of us makes our own talisman on the day we're given the name. So from today, you might as well call yourself Groder. May the weirdness never swallow you.
Why is everything always such a hard... The Wanderer saved Groder. He'll be fine. He's back with us, safe. He'll recover soon. And if not, at least he'll be aware if someone challenges him to a duel. We'll give him a good death. We don't wish to. Therov sees it as a last resort. Besides, Groder would choose death over falling into madness again. Ask him. He'll confirm it. Go. Go.
No. He's a bloody thoid. See you around.
I don't know how to thank you. You didn't have to do this, but you took the risk. Hooray! Thanks to you, Groder.
Getting restless.
I wasn't made to wait. I was made to end things. Grow that for show or blood?
Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens.
My bones itch for battle. Put it down. Last warning.
Why is everything always such a hassle? Watch yourself.
My bones itch for battle. Never help me. My berserkers won't let you.
Nothing ever happens.
You disturb my peace. Let your guard down. Show me what you are made of. You're well, Peter. I will bleed you. Show yourself! Who goes there? This! Prepared for anything. You'll be fertilizing the soil.
could use some action.
If nothing...
So, do you... Good. Now give me a moment. Here, take this package, but handle it carefully. This potion is the essence of my tribe. It's what makes us Volker. We were once a proud people, and this is the source of that pride. Parting with this vial is a show of our respect. Or rather, a promise that we'll respect their ways if they respect ours. I need you to understand this, and ensure they understand it too. It's a gesture of goodwill, not a full supply shipment. Besides, they only need a sip, not the entire bottle. That's more than enough. It's all that remains from the blessing Mither once bestowed on us. Before we were abandoned, nae Camlotian alchemist can replicate it, no matter how hard they try. Every Volker knows the recipe, but the source of the main ingredient has been lost, along with Mither's favour. Every drop I use is taken from what little my people have left, so I really bloody hope the Keepers understand its value. Thank you. I almost forgot. I did promise you a recipe for a different potion. Here you go.
Too quiet.
Please. Again? Do you keep back?
What in the world is this supposed to be? Some kind of potion? We already have Hebo with his endless experiments. Do we really need more dubious concoctions floating around? You don't suppose they're trying to poison us, do you? Peaceful, you say? The Dol Riata, talking about peace. I never thought I'd hear the day. What bizarre times these are. Well, pass on my thanks to them. Damn it. I don't really have anything worthy to send back. Wait a moment. How about this? Take a barrel of fish with you. It's not a sacred potion, but food is food. Not something to scoff at nowadays. I just hope they won't take offense.
You're back. How did it go? What is this? A barrel of salted fish? Oh, that's very generous of him. Aye, to be honest, I wasn't expecting much. I figured the potion would just end up shattered on the stone. But he's not only took it, he's reciprocated. Maybe I was wrong about the Southerners. Maybe there's hope for peace in One Eye's plan after all. You head to the temple. I'll bring him the good news once you're gone.
In verita, you donna splay. Either take your shot now, or leave with shame. Come back only when you've got that gut.
Could use a fight. You must really. It's strange. I've spent most of my life barely seeing anybody who was an evoker, let alone anybody outside Del Rida. And aye. You've proven that for sure. Why? My tribe is lost. They've been stumbling around in the dark for years. I tried to push them, to remind them of our pride, to make something out of them again. But when even my own sister turned her back on me, I gave up. One Eye's campaign felt like a gift for Mother. First one since I was born. Aye, an older one. I thought she'd help me bring the Volker back to what we used to be. But she turned out just like the rest of them. She only cared about her books, no the tribe. We fought about it so much, until I finally told her to leave. And she just did. Never even looked back. My tribe believes Mither has abandoned us. That we deserve it. Maybe they're right. But I don't think the answer is just to give up and wait for death. We need to prove that we're worthy of being her children again. And I believe the best way to do that is by breaking Camelot's grip on Avalon. Because he has a goal that's worth fighting for. And he plans to achieve it. After living in a tribe with no direction, no ambition. It's refreshing. I'm not here to seek an honourable death. I want a better life. One with real meaning. Otherwise, I'll be no better than the rest of my kit. Stay out of trouble. Stay out.
We need to make a plan. Camelot will soon figure out something's not right.
Don't fret. To the Dolriada, honor matters more than life itself. We gave you our word.
But do you realize taking this temple was a terrible idea, right? It's just gonna speed up Camelot's intervention.
Taking the temple was inevitable.
Why? Do you mean? What do you mean? Are you trying to provoke Camelot into invading? Or do you just not like the All-Mother?
We believe in the same goddess, but we call her Mirror.
That doesn't answer my question. What do you want? You don't look like you're from the tribes. How did you even get in here?
Whoever he is, I cannot say he lacks courage. We don't usually take visitors, so he must have found a way to get here. Well, that seems to be a matter for the Horns of the South. I do not need to be involved. I trust you to know what should be shared, and what's best kept to yourself.
I don't know what kind of madness brought you here, flashing that pin, but my friend's right. You've got courage. So tell me, who are you, and what do you need from me? Conspiring? Don't be absurd. That's such a poor word for something so beneficial. I don't see, however, why I need to explain myself to a stranger, and not a very sharp one at that. If you're wondering why the commander of the largest garrison in the south would want to make a deal with the most powerful military force since the Age of Legends. Ha! Good luck with that. Only King Arthur can wield Excalibur. Every fool on Avalon knows that. Ah, Caradoc. Well, that changes things. I had a feeling that pin you're waving around were his. Fine. Yes, every new captain gets a set of secrets passed down from his predecessor. And yes, one of those secrets is how to touch Excalibur and survive. But nothing in life is free. You know that. Do something for me, and I might consider sharing our greatest secret with you. Galahad the Pure is breathing down my neck, and I hate it when somebody's breathing down my neck. Even worse, One-Eye's men says he's already set up camp at our old stronghold in the west. Oh, he's got a lot on his conscience. He leaves a trail of fire and ruins everywhere he goes. He keeps preaching that fire purifies all. Galahad doesn't bother with politics, because he doesn't have to. But from what I've heard, even Camelot's getting tired of him. Sometimes, you've got to talk to people. No need to chase after them with a bloody torch. You'll see soon enough how fanatical he is. Galahad's the last thing the Horns of the South need right now. In theory, the Horns of the South should be on an equal footing with the Round Table. But that's just theory. In reality, they treat us like we're beneath them. They demand we supply them with food and protect the South, and all we get in return are threats that Galahad will be sent to put us in our place. I met him once. He's no knight. He's a butcher. Bloody windfucker will fly from Camelot to the Horns just to hang half of the garrison for whatever he himself will perceive as disobedience or treason. And, I can assure you, there won't be any investigating when he arrives. Don't tell me you're that naive. Do you know how he earned the title, The Pure? It's because he somehow got it into his thick skull that evil is everywhere, and the best way to deal with it is to burn it all away. So, he goes round setting everything on fire. I mean, yeah, sure, it's pure after that, because there's nothing left. Well, except for the charred corpses. But nobody in Camelot seems to care about those. My arse is purer than this guy, even after I take a huge dump. Galahad needs to die, obviously. That'll solve most of our problems. We'll just say he had an, unfortunate accident. I don't know, fell on a pitchfork or something, and sweep it under the rug. Yeah, but then we can continue our talks with the tribes, and by the time anyone from Camelot decides to act, it'll be too late. Well, what's wrong with that? It's him or us. If we let him snoop around here any longer, he's going to uncover our plan to protect the South. And if that happens, trust me, you'll be going down with me. In theory, the Horns of the South should be on, and in reality, they've been trying to suppress us. And the fact they're funding most of our operations, like building the new lighthouse, for instance, doesn't exactly help things. I don't see any way out of this that doesn't end in open war between Camelot and the tribes. Not to mention, half of my men will probably end up burned at the stake for treason or some other drummed-up charges. And I can't openly risk a coup. That would only make matters even more. So, as you can see, you're the only one who can do this. The choice is yours. Yeah, it's that simple. Just flash that pin to his guards. They'll let you in without a problem. And now, excuse me, I have...
Nothing ever happens. Getting restless.
Stop right there. Who are you? And what do you want here? Very funny. You're lucky I have to answer. We're the personal guard of Sir Galahad the Pure, a knight of the Round Table. But you won't be meeting him until you tell us why you're here. You could also leave in peace. That's what I'd recommend. It's true that this pin obliges me to take you to the knight. But did you actually earn it? Or did you just pluck it from a corpse? Well, that's for Galahad to decide. Go. But bear in mind that Galahad is not a patient man. I only hope your cause is worth his time. Otherwise, we'll be carrying you out in a sack. The door is open. You'll find Galahad inside. Try not to make him angry.
I can hear you. Who goes there? It's shiny, sure, but you clearly have no idea what you're doing. Waving a round table pin in front of a knight of the round table? Not the smartest move. Normally, I'd throw you out for your arrogance and stupidity. But you're lucky. I've got a soft spot for boldness. And that pin has me curious. Where'd you get it? You mean you found Caradoc's tomb and robbed it? Interesting. And when exactly did this happen? When did you last see him? I see. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So what do you want then? The one on the left was questioning my orders. For some reason, he thought his opinions were more important than obedience in the middle of a war. They aren't. The one on the right decided Camelot wasn't paying enough, so he thought that was a good enough excuse to help himself to his comrades' pockets. It wasn't. Ask them. We're going to fight the Dalrita. We're driving that rabble out of the All-Mother's temple. And when we head home, we'll put their heads on pikes at the gates of the Forlorn Swords. That way the rest of those barbarians will know Camelot is still watching over them, even if we have to protect them from themselves. Oh, so you don't know? One-Eye's a traitor. He's fooled the younger tribesmen with grand promises of uniting the tribes and marching north. The Council of Elders is still loyal to us. They want no part in a war. He's just a bandit, abandoned by his own people. When his village fell, no one came to help. And One-Eye, like the rat he is, ran. I'm just here to finish what I started. And when the Elders see us take down One-Eye, we won't need to worry about those savages for another 600 years. At the beginning, yes. But they're primitive. They don't respect order. They never will. Arthur gave them the Forlorn Swords, a rich land where they could govern themselves. They were supposed to watch the giants deliver iron and chase after their cousins through the tunnels, or whatever it is that tickles their fancy. But no, that wasn't enough for them. I've always thought Avalon would be better without them. Arthur probably gathered them all in one place, hoping they'd kill each other. But that didn't work, so we'll have to do this the hard way. The war's already here. It's been going on for a while. We're fighting each other in the west, and people are whispering about rebellion in the north. The last thing we need is united tribes. I know what people say about me. They think I'm a madman who burns everything, a butcher who hangs the innocent. I've heard it all. But I believe that only decisive action gets results. There's no room for mercy when it comes to insubordination, deserters, or heretics. It's the only way to prevent the fall of Avalon. That's exactly why we need Camelot and the Horns of the South to be strong and united. You do know that the lighthouse of the Horns of the South works like a giant menhir, right? It's why we've ordered them to build another one to strengthen its power. As for how the Dalrita feel about the weirdness, I don't care. I'm here to protect our people, and those tribes are in the way. That was the plan. It's my job to keep those lazy fish-eaters in check. Camelotian gold flows to them, and I need to make sure they're doing something with it. But the Dalrita showing up, that made things more interesting. Their presence will bring down the South, and I don't let things fall apart on my watch. Ask them. Denunciation, like loyalty, can be valuable. The key is knowing who deserves loyalty and who needs to be reported. I appreciate you telling me, but unfortunately, you haven't told me anything I didn't already suspect. Well, that's fortunate, because between the two of us, I'd be the one walking away. Instead, I've got an offer you can't refuse. We're going to fight the Dalrita. We're driving that rabble out of the All-Mother's temple. And when we head home, we'll put their heads on pikes at the gates of the Forlorn Swords. That way the rest of those barbarians will know Camelot is still watching over them, even if we have to protect them from themselves. Oh, so you don't know? One-Eye's a traitor. He's fooled the younger tribesmen with grand promises of uniting the tribes and marching north. The Council of Elders is still loyal to us. They want no part in a war. He's just a bandit, abandoned by his own people. When his village fell, no one came to help. I'm just here to finish what I started. And when the Elders see us take down One-Eye, we won't need to... See you at the temple. Make sure to sharpen your sword.